This is my audience. 87% of injuries can be prevented if you have the proper technique and the correct posture when you walk and when you sit down and when you're riding vehicles. My name is Diamond Jones, and I am a physical therapist aide at Bath Physical Therapy in Swainsboro, Georgia. And like I said before, many injuries that people have, they can be prevented and they can be stopped if you have the proper technique and precautions. One way that you can decrease injuries is by setting up straight and sitting down correctly and picking up items correctly. And if you do this, then you can definitely cut down on the injuries that you may have, which many people report that start off small and then they end up as very, very big injuries. And that's something that we just don't want to happen. Right now, I'm going to demonstrate to you this test called palpation test, and you can do this at your home. And this right here will cut down on the injuries that you have. It's something that, like I said, you can do at your house and that you can do by yourself. So let me show you that. And so first, you're going to start off with the arms straight out like this. You're going to bring them together and almost hug yourself. Squeeze real tight, and the pain that you may or may not feel should be in your back and upper shoulders, and you should feel some type of pain. If not, then you are not injured here and do not have any pain. Another thing that you should do is bring your arms back out and check under your arms, and if you feel any kind of tightness or any pain there, then it's a positive feedback test of what might be hurting, which is your lower chest and the muscles that are in here. Next, you're gonna bring your arms back out here and bend down and touch your toes. If you feel any kind of pain in your lower back or in your quadriceps, which are on the back of your leg, then that's positive for that test that your legs are hurting. Then you're going to bring your legs up. And like I said, with all these tests right here, you're going to hold them for about 10 seconds. And then bring your leg back down and then do the other leg. And as I demonstrated before, or like I said before, if you have any pain in these areas, which would be in the front part of your leg and your knees, then that's a positive test for a positive result that you have some kind of pain. As I said before, you're definitely going to have to be aware of these injuries that you may have, because if you have a small pain, it can turn to a chronic pain that can lead to serious arthritis or even surgery. We definitely do not want that. At this time, I'm going to bring up another aid that's going to help me, and I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do at your house that will prevent these injuries from happening. So, can I get that aid, please? Right now, I'm going to do what is called hip flexion. Hip flexion, you're going to bring your leg up and bring it back down, and what it works your hip and flexes it out so that you can build strength there, and it also works the muscles right here, your quadriceps, that are going to help maintain your hip and your knee. So at this time, I want you to bring your leg up, bring it back down, come back up, and 10 of these should be sufficient enough for you to keep and maintain your hip in the place so it doesn't hurt, and your knee in a stable place where it doesn't hurt. At this time, I'm also going to do what is called knee flexion, and that's going to better stable your knee also, and going to help with the muscles that help contract it. So at this time, I'm going to bring your knee up, and like I said, all of these you do 10 times, and they're going to help decrease pain that you have. And many of these you can do at your house, and many of these you can do even inside your car or at work. So do not ever hesitate to just bust out 10 of these whenever you can. At this time, I'm going to have you lay on your stomach. All right. Now I'm going to do what is called hip extension. You're going to bring your leg up and bring it back down. And this right here help stable your gluteus maximus, which is your butt, and that helps keep your pelvis in place. And it also helps to maintain the lower or the back part of the knee so that it is stable, and also keeps the muscles and your hamstrings tight so that your femur doesn't move and shift out of place. So at this time, I'm going to have you bring your leg up, then come back down, and then do it again. And 10 of these should suffice for you not to be in pain. And if you feel any discomfort at any time, definitely stop and report to a doctor or to your local care physician. Now I'm going to have you lay on your side. And this right here is what I like to call hip abduction and adduction. It is you bringing your leg up and down, and it's going to better stable your outside of your hip, your knee, and even down to your feet. So at this time, I am going to have you bring your leg up, come back down, and you may have seen this in any of Pilates or yoga classes, but this is a great thing to help decrease any pain that you may have in the outer part of your hip. And this will decrease any pain that you may have on the inside of your hip by stretching the muscles in there. So you're tightening up and flexing these muscles and getting these muscles stronger, while also stretching the muscles on the inside of your leg. This time, I'm going to have you lay back on your stomach. Lay back on your stomach. And I'm going to have you bring your arms out as if you were flying a wing. And right now, you should also, I like to call this the Superman. And what this does, this stretches and works the muscles right in this area, right in the upper part of your shoulder. Helps stretches those muscles out and getting those muscles real tight. Also, what you can do, you can bring this arm back, and you have a muscle right here in your your upper back and in your shoulder area that helps stretches this muscle, and it helps get you better. And a lot of people report pain in this area, and it just helps better tighten these muscles right here. This time I'm going to have you get off the bed. And thank you for your services. Like I said before, you can decrease injuries by doing these small exercises and stretches. You definitely want to do these 2 to 3 times a day. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Definitely always check yourself by doing exercises. Do not go over any exertions. And I thank you for your time.